When I was looking back on the Galway Cork game from the weekend, and Cork went down to 14 men when Robbie O'Flynn was sent off, I was just trying to analyse. I already knew the result when I was watching it. I was trying to analyse the setup of this team. So you had Padraic Mannion midfield, and maybe it changed after a while, and it's hard to know on TV all the time what's happening. But Padraic Mannion seemed to be marking Dara Fitzgibbon around midfield.
Yeah.
You had Adrian Toohey wearing number 12, but seemed to be kind of playing midfield. And I just wonder how, like Shane Cooney was centre back, Fintan Burke was one of the wing backs, and the other one was, I'd have to double check now. But he's definitely seeming to be, like, he seems to be moving the pieces around to try and find a bit of freshness.
Yeah, I think he's definitely trying to find a place for Shane Cooney centre back. It looks like he's going with that anyway. It's 2 or 3 games now he's played him there. I think it's kind of what we said about Waterford earlier. I think it's maybe horses for courses a bit. He maybe thought Padraic Mannion would be able to stick with Dara Fitzgibbon, which he would be able to stick with him. And just to maybe see, is that an option come summertime? Is that an option? They're obviously in different provinces, but if they play Waterford later in the year, would Padraic Mannion be a good option to pick up Jamie Barron? Or do you know what I mean? So it's clever enough to move it around. Adrian Toohey, I'm not sure. Like, cornerback, we know him as that cornerback when they won the All-Ireland in 17, and he's kind of been played, apart from 18, last year he was played everywhere, but he was wing forward, he was midfield, he was centre forward at different stages the other day as well. So I'm not sure, he's trying to move the pieces around and make it flexible enough, but I'd say we obviously are not privy to the conversation, so Daithi Burke isn't back in there yet, but I'd say he knows his full back and his centre back now.
I wonder, is there any chance that Padraic Joyce has tried to lure Daithi Burke into the footballers? Because he did play there. Was it 2014, 2015?
Yeah, when they were beaten by Tip actually.
And that Galway football team, if you put a pig like Daithi Burke into it, that's only going to make them better.
A pig in a good way, in the most generous way possible.
Yeah, that's like the ultimate compliment.
Yeah.
And like he's quality too. Oh jeez, if I was Padraic Joyce, I'd be trying to move heaven and earth.
I'm sure those conversations have happened. But I'd be very surprised if he went away from the. Well, he's obviously not. They're expecting him back in the coming weeks with the hurlers. But he'd be like, it's amazing to think that he can win man of the match in the Club All-Ireland last year and then just seamlessly go back into a hurling setup and then go back to a football setup in the winter and then come back to a hurling setup again. Very interesting to see. We've talked about it regularly. Just really interesting to see where he plays. That's why if they were to get a win and get through Galway, I think it would be huge, because you might see him back in the knockout stages of the league. Yeah. If they lose, they're gone. They're not playing championship for 9 weeks and everything goes on behind closed doors. And while playing Daithi Burke midfield in a practice match or centre back, or maybe he'll just go back full back, playing him in a new position in practice matches is grand, but it's just not the same as a league game or what's going to come in a championship game.
Thanks for watching our game. Don't forget to like and share the videos, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.